up. So they said they're both ready. Can I count it down, or is that just mean? I'm gonna say that you just meant ready, like to. Can I count down? I need one more ready from you both because I don't have any like on-screen readies and stuff like that. Goof luck, true. And Picsek, is that you typing? Ready to lose bit. And yeah, there's the ready on screen for Sky. Cool, it is Picsek, okay. Picsek, can I have one more ready? Now that we're on screen and all that. Wonderful. All right, here we go. Game number 1 of the loser semis. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Guaranteed 2 more matches after this. Maybe 3 if there's a bracket reset. No, right. True. Well, it's true. I mean, it's still the video game that it is. So, deep lore about this game mode, it's um you might think the maximum number of lines you can clear is 2, right? Because the there's no piece that's 3 tall. The height of the pieces is all that matters. So you can get doubles, but you can't seem to get triples, right? Because that requires a vertical piece of some sort. Well, you can get a triple because this game kind of sucks. Because it's kind of just a bad game that isn't programmed well. Frick. Thank you, Buskop. Knew I was forgetting something. I don't even think Picsek has a Twitch channel necessarily, but we'll just use it for those purposes. Can she slow down a bit? I'm sure if she needs to, she will. That's a nice thing about level 0 is you can slow down and think. It's kind of the Tetris equivalent of like classical chess, Um, like generous time controls. NoRo is the type of like in chess terms would be like, you know, let's leave for the day and come back tomorrow and do move number 47 or whatever. And we've got 6 lines Sky, 9 lines Picsek. Picsek has a good run here. Like appears to have a decent amount of garbage on the board, but keep in mind 10 lines so far have been burned. So she's doing a pretty decent job. Playing a lot flatter than Sky though. Sky is doing the more traditional upstacking approach. Has a nice 3 wide, but right now there's not really any way to get up to it. That tuck will allow her to do so though. You love chess? I mean, yeah, like chess is a very common hobby for, especially for these people. Zoltan's an incredible chess player. Rye Chess Master is, I think, a FIDE master, just like a ranked, like above national master, right? But not quite international master. I think that's where Ryan's at. Um, just some amazing chess players participating here. And 12 lines Sky, 16 lines Picsek. Still Picsek not upstacking because she hasn't had to. Kind of just able to keep spreading things out flat. Sky, I think, is taking the more defensive approach, right? Just, no, I'm not going to let the RNG do me like this. I'm going to build up. There you go. Now we see some upstacking because Pichek's having to wait a little bit for pieces. So here's how to get a triple in NoRo if you're curious. You need to clear a double where one of the lines is burned at the very top of the screen. Tetris has something called the top row glitch clear. I don't know. There's like names for it. I don't know. That's what I call it. It's just the top row clear. And what happens is that you actually can burn 2 lines if you burn the very topmost line, row 20. Because the game's just dumb and it's like, oh, cool, you cleared it. And then it clears that line, and then it kind of goes down and clears the bottom line too. So the whole stack goes down by one step as well as clearing the top. It's very weird. I don't know why. There's a reason why. People know why. I don't know why. But if you clear double at the top, which, oh gosh, well, all right, 24 lines to 26 lines. Let's let them finish here and focus. And then I'll finish explaining. You probably get it, but yeah. Oh gosh. Sky looking for anything, getting things out flat. Nothing's happening. 26 lines Picsek, 25 lines Sky, and we're done. Picsek narrowly gets game number 1. And if you clear double at the top, it's a triple because you also get the line at the bottom for free. So it's 3. That's a triple. That's it. By the same token, if you can rotate, oh, I don't even think Picsek could see the the game. That's funny. She had to figure out afterwards what had happened. Yeah, that was wicked. Yeah, I was just sitting here trying to explain top row clears. This is ready from Sky. Yeah. Yeah, when it's close like that, I mean, it gets interesting. If you're even spelling that right. Oh, I think it's 1T. Bitter is a flavor. It's like coffee without any sweetener is bitter. Biter is just Biter. Yeah, you got this. And I think I need a ready from Picsek. And then we can begin. All right. Ready from Sky, ready from Picsek. Let's get it going. This is game number 2 with Picsek in the lead. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Go, Harry, make some. No, being sarcastic, do you know these folks? Are you affiliated with Zoltan slash Picsek? Not personally. Okay. Gotcha. Oh gosh, Sky getting some unfortunate RNG right at the beginning here. But this is kind of why you do the upstacking approach. It makes you tough against RNG because, like, you know, yeah, you make holes, but you're investing in the future. See, the Sky, that strange J placement was fine because the J was placed within discarded rows. She already had a discard, so that J could just go there if it didn't fit anywhere else. Picsek 4 lines, Sky 4 lines. Both pretty even here. Sky got the higher up stack. I'd say out of the two of them, I like Sky's board better, honestly. Because she has those options. Look at that beautiful stack. Or no single there, but there's a double setup. And look at that, she's going to find another line with a square J combination. And oh, Picsek now has that beautiful, deep triple well, but look at that. She cannot burn the T because the T will get locked up by that hole. So she's waiting for an L or a J. There's the L. And I think one more L. Oh, no, actually a J. Sky, meanwhile, is just doing work here. Nice looking stack there. Level 1 for Sky. And a level 1 for Picsek. Once again, pretty darn close. And Sky's filled up more of the board. But still, I like Sky's stack a little better. Oh, cool. Okay, so you're also Hungarian. Nice. Really nice stack. Like, the pieces aren't exactly great for Sky, but, like, the stack is just looking really nice. There's a single. Oh, not going for the single at the bottom. I think because she has more options. 13 lines Sky, 13 lines Picsek. Oh my goodness, another close one. Sunny, hey! Welcome in, my friend. Did y'all ever do NoRo for Cursed Tetris? Was that ever a mode? Yeah, Picsek, from my understanding, is personally trained by Zoltan. You know, his greatest protege. You know, maybe like, you know, Ryan and Picsek both have claimed that title as Zoltan's greatest protege. Um, because I don't know, because I guess Sky would be as well. Oh, okay, let's look at the game here. 22 lines and 22 lines. Wait, what the heck? Oh, and Sky's down, and I think Picsek. No, wait, we replay. What? Oh, you don't really work as Zoltan? Okay. Jesus. Well, there you go. Not 20. Yeah, true. 23 would have been crazy. Well, I mean, that's it. No hearts. Like, you could do half a heart if I had that set up, but I don't. Ties must be somewhat frequent. It's, you will see them if you're doing a batch of matches. It doesn't always happen, but it's, I'd say like 50% of matches have a tie at some point. Really? What do you say? I feel like it is. 1 in 10 games? Shit. Well, I mean, that would almost work out to, well, anyway. Yeah, 22.5 would have been crazy. 40 possible scores. Yeah, I suppose so. With the distribution kind of dwindling as you get further up. You're too nice and I'm scared, but ready. Here's game number 2 again. Game number 2, part 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, it would be interesting, Ryan, to see a distribution. Like Zoltan, I'm wondering if Zoltan has any data, like, because he's played thousands and thousands of games of NoRo. I'm wondering if he has collected any numbers on that, like a distribution of how he scores, because it's probably rare that he tops out with anything less than like 15 or 20. But then it's also kind of rare that he gets anything above like 30 or 35. Because NoRo is bafflingly RNG dependent. Ultimately, the better player is likelier to win still. If it wasn't, this would be a very boring competitive mode. But it's one of the most volatile. You'll see the most upsets compared to any other game mode. 30 is like 40% chance. Okay, fair. Same piece sets, no row. Yeah, that is an interesting thing as well. Some of you may be wondering, why don't they do same piece sets? They're in different pieces. And I mean, the reason, it's kind of obvious if you think about it, but it's not obvious at first. Like, it had to be discussed. But the players can just play slower than their opponent and see what the next pieces are, right? Like, at a faster speed, you can't just look at all of your opponent's RNG. But in NoRo, if you just don't ever press down, you can just watch your opponent play and figure out the piece sequence way in advance. So then your opponent has to not press down, and it's just awful. So it's just an arms race of who could play the damn slowest. Um, so yeah, no same piece sets cannot happen. Which I know Ian wasn't seriously suggesting that, but like just for people who are curious, because we have a lot of people here. It's good to see y'all. Thanks for coming out. I'm glad you're interested in this. I always, NoRo is one of my favorite. I do a lot of Tetris commentary, and NoRo by far is my favorite game mode to commentate. Just so much more interesting to me in a lot of ways than mainline Tetris, because that's all anyone ever plays. 10 lines Sky, 8 lines Picsek. Not nearly as spectacular a game as the last few, but still decently close. Oh, then just don't show their screen and they can play with the same piece sets. That would work. Well, yeah, there's the thing, sarcastic, is we've talked about that. That would work in person. But it cannot work online. Oh, Sky, nice little chunk. Oh, just setting up with that square to burn at the top gives up on the remaining lines down at the bottom. Oh, but nothing's really happening here for Sky. Look at these pieces. They're terrible. Oh, look at those J's. Sky 18 lines. Picsek 12, but look at that. Picsek has so much more room to work with. Sky hitting level 2 for like, what, the third game in a row? That's crazy. Why is no rotation a thing? It's unsatisfying. So? Who cares? Cope. 22 lines. Sky goes down. We have 7 lines remaining for Picsek. No, in all seriousness, Lazy, I do agree. Kind of like it is. It's inherently unsatisfying. You always die, right? Like it's just a matter of when. Survival is not a, like that's the case with normal Tetris as well, but it's just so much more doomed than normal Tetris. But what it is a puzzle of how long you can make it take, right? And how you can play those tiny little fluctuations in the odds. It's a mind game unlike any other, and it's just going deep into the strategy is fascinating. But I think it does take a little bit to get why it's cool. And Picsek can't complete the chase down, dies at 20 lions, and Sky will manage to tie up the set. It's just torture. I definitely do come back another day. There'll be normal Tetris. Go follow Monthly Tetris if you haven't already. They have a lot more frequent events. Monthly Tetris. But you know, Classic Tetris is gearing up in the next few months as well for CTWC. How would a Zoltan Picsek match? It's a very good question. I guess we'll figure it out if that comes to that. Ready from Sky. Oh, 2 laptops. Dope. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, nice. Honestly, I do like that that she's playing off of the same computer just because it feels classic, right? It feels like Nintendo 1989 playing in the same place. We don't get enough of that in the online scene. Set up a table, right? Are you going to be like facing away from one another's computers? Anyway, Picsek, are you ready? Two ends of the table, right, with the screens facing away from one another so you cannot see what the opponent is doing. All right, game number 3. We're tied up 1-1. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No, yeah, right. It's muscle memory. You're right. It is indeed. The game is NoRo. The game is not Tetris. You cannot score a Tetris. Nice little combo. You see that a lot, that combo of the J and the L on the right side. Ooh, wait, Sky? Oh, already setting up for a little combo there at the bottom. What Sky's looking for here is... There's a few different things that can do it here. Oh, and she's just going to do that instead. Okay. When you have that little structure at the bottom, you can like burn a T and then an L or an S and then an L or an L and then a T. Is a lot of little combos you can do. But she's already destroyed that structure, so I'm just like, talking about something that's not even there. But that's one of the most interesting setups in NoRo. Right, well, same Tetris. I would like to get a 40 line game one day. It's 7 line Sky, 3 lines Picsek. Really nice start. Thought Picsek was fast, but Sky is lightning. Yeah, I mean, and there's arguments to be made that the slow play is better. Um, because, I mean, just self-evidently, you can make your decisions get more time. But you also have to consider the flow. You got to consider that when you know where a piece should go, it doesn't always make a lot of sense to artificially slow down and wait. Yeah, ultimately, Sky is playing in the way that she feels the most confident. Beautiful. Look at that setup with the 3 wide there. Can burn a T and then can go into an L or a J and then a few other things. 11 lines Sky, 6 lines Picsek. Could get a NoRo max out without even trying. You can. You can. I believe in you. Picsek is stuck with this 4 wide here. Not a whole lot of options for burns. Having to improvise with some burns. Yeah, look at that. That's why you want a 3 wide. A 4 wide, there's not really many burn options. Sky with this lovely stack, 13 lines. Also has a bit of a 4 wide there, but finding a double at the bottom. 16 line Sky showing no signs of stopping. Picsek is showing signs of stopping. Stack's getting higher and higher. But there's a hell of a lot you can do up at the top of the board. I've seen some incredible stuff. But, oh gosh, I don't think it's happening for Picsek right now. Going for the top line clear, but not gonna get it. And that'll do it. 12 line Sky. Another 20 line game. She is on fire right now. Goes up 2-0. GG. Oops. It's the wrong heart. You can get impel pretty easily. That's true. Ryan's like, yeah, I'm screwed. No, I mean, Ryan's a snake himself, right? Like, all these players are. There's a reason why these players are here. I wouldn't say anybody seems particularly likelier to win than anyone else except Zoltan. Level 3 for Sky. This Mullen's working out quite nicely. And just waiting for something for that single at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, Sky's got that certainty, right? Like, she plays a lot of NoRo. And there's the top line. Let's go. I think Sky was actually setting up for it, wanted to demonstrate. You saw that when she burned that line at the top, the whole stack went down 1 space, and she cleared 2 lines. I'm glad we got a demonstration of that. Great game there. And we're on match point. So you may be wondering, what are the stakes? What does the winner get? Is there a prize pool? The answer is, I don't think so. I think these people literally just like doing this. And I really have fun playing each other. This is a good, tight community. Everyone shares strategies and talk all the time. It's a great little circle of folks. I've gotten some personal coaching from Zoltan. I'm hopeless, but he tried to help. I learned some cool stuff. Picsek, ready from you? Yeah, that was a great game there. Was that like Sky's 4th 20-line game in a row or something? Here's game number 4. We'll count down from 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. This is one of my favorite songs ever. It's the perfect song. You're gonna forget about even trying to compete. Well, I mean, there's people your level. Yeah, we all want to come back, right? Like you never want to see somebody like a 3-1 win is just not what anyone wants, I think. The winner doesn't want it, the loser doesn't want it, the audience doesn't want it. You want to see them close nail biters. Picsek gets a terrible S piece here. Meanwhile, Sky just chugging along. Already setting up 3 rows of a 3 wide well there. Beautiful stack. Very happy with the 3-1 last. Sure. I mean, but you would have been happier with the 3-2. But yeah, that is true. You were already resigned to a sweep. Thoughts on 009 sound system? Is that the like YouTube tutorial unregistered hypercam song? Is that the one you're talking about? Sky finding some burns up at the top. 4-line Sky, 6 lines Picsek. Sky's got this nice chunky up stack here, but it's not even that good for burning. She's having to improvise. Nice. Oh, look at that. The T plus square suddenly sets up a 3 wide just like that. It's beautiful. Yeah, the 2008 YouTube music. I mean, I've heard it. It's cool. Good song. I like it. I wouldn't like listen to it. I do enjoy trance. I want to listen to more. It's so true. That's a good song. Level 1 for Sky, 12 lines to 9 lines. Picsek not clearly at a disadvantage here. Like, some of these placements may look random, but I guarantee these players have a reason for everything they do. And, oh gosh, beautiful stack for Sky. Doesn't quite have the burn set up at the bottom. The L will burn a double. T burns a single. Probably gonna... Okay, I was wrong. I was trying to predict what she's gonna do next. That's why she has, 50 lines and I don't. Picsek suddenly has a really flat stack here. 13 lines for her, 17 lines for Triskai. Nice. Sky finding a way of burning a line there. Oh, this is a great song too. Haven't listened to these songs in a while. Yeah, folks in the chat rooting for Picsek, wants to see this go to a decider, but Sky hitting level 2 really just would like to close the door on this and go on to the next and face Ryan, and I think that's about to happen here. 15 lines, Picsek goes down. Sky with... Is that the 5th 20-line game in a row, Sky? You have to tell me. You legally have to tell me. Is that the 5th? Gosh. What the heck, Sky? Well, there it is. Sky will take that one, and she's going to stay on board, and we're going to put Ryan on the right side.